Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing really well, and a big warm welcome if you're new here. So as you know, if you're part of our wonderful community on this channel, my main aim here and what I feel really passionate about is to support and help women as much as I can over 50 to look and feel their very best. A lot of women can feel when we get to our age that there's a sort of a slight fading into the background and perhaps becoming a bit less visible, and this is certainly true of fashion brands. Many of them tend to prioritize styles and fashion just for young people, and so it's often difficult to find clothing that's good for us, clothing that we like and feel good in and that makes us look and feel our very best. And I'm fighting for us ladies. So in this video I want to share with you my list of the top 8 clothing stores for women over 50 that I've personally chosen, plus I got a bonus one as well. Stores that I feel represent us more and that offer clothing that can make us look and feel the very best versions of ourselves. Just before I reveal my top 8 stores and brands, I just want to say that this is not a sponsored video. I've not been asked by any of the stores to talk about it, so if I'm very effusive over certain brands, certain stores, it means that I'm genuinely keen on them. So in this video there's a mix of UK and international brands and stores here too, so I hope something for everyone and at different price points too. And of course this is not an exhaustive list, and at the end I also mention some others that you might like to have a look at and that may suit you. Also, it's your space as well, so please do feel free to comment under this video and maybe to suggest other brands that you've had particularly good experiences with, you've had wonderful clothing from, so that we can all benefit if you think that that would help us. Now I chose these also for their quality clothing, their largely good and often natural materials, and the fact that I felt that they reflected us and understand us a bit more. And of course this list doesn't mean you should go out and buy loads of stuff, far from it. It's just a reference really for you to bear in mind and to feel heartened that these brands seem to care about us. So in no particular order, I'm diving straight into my first brand, my first store, which of course, as in most of these, are both online and physical stores. And the first one is Boden. Boden is one of my favourite brands and I often wear their pieces and feature them here on my videos. In fact, I'm wearing a Boden blouse now. It's a traditional uber British brand which is available all over the world now too. I love Boden pieces for so many reasons. They're well cut, colourful and cheerful, they're polished but relaxed, and they're easygoing pieces for everyday occasions, as well as you can dress them up of course too. Now you can look bright and youthful in Boden without looking like you've tried too hard, and I'm sure you know what I mean. I think they're great for most ages, but I would say that this brand is absolutely made for anyone over 40, right up to whatever age. And Boden pieces are not just for us mere mortals either. Our British royal family loves them. Princess of Wales wears Boden quite often. They use lots of natural materials in classic, classy designs, and they've got fabulous wardrobe staples with a modern contemporary feel. So their pieces are high quality and timeless without being ridiculously highly priced. And this of course means that they last really well as well. So I really think that this brand shouts casual class. Now some of the pieces they're known for include their classic Breton tops, which I own quite a few and love. A classic Breton top like this, perhaps with a pair of jeans, is just the most perfect easygoing look. They have 100% cotton tops and cotton blouses for all seasons in all colours, and gorgeous wool-based trousers and soft cosy jumpers, especially for this new season, and also in fabulous vibrant colours. I also love their selection of trousers, which are very interesting. Lovely shapes, lovely colours, cargo pants and jeans, and they're also really well known for their utterly dependable dresses. Again, suitable for many seasons, flattering designs, lovely prints, really classy. Now unfortunately, as with so many brands, they do continue to use young models, but with Boden items you can actually see yourself wearing them, not just the skinny models, and at least their models look more cheerful than those featured in some other brands. I'm talking to you, Manga. Okay, let's move on to my next brand, which I think represents us well as well, which is number 2, Everlane. Everlane produces classic wardrobe basics which are high quality and timeless, and that can be worn year after year, which I just love. They're committed to sustainability and partner with ethical factories and suppliers as well to produce wonderfully minimalist pieces. There's a piece that they've just brought out actually, which is called the J.Crew neck long sleeve top, which comes in a range of gorgeous neutral colours. And I just selected it here because I thought it was a perfect foundation piece for real seasonless dressing. They're also experts at denim and really classic pieces that are perfect for the more mature lady. But just ignore the models who look like our grandchildren. Well, maybe not quite mine because mine are just less than 10, but you know what I mean. Talking of denim, my next brand that I want to share with us is number 3, Not Your Daughter's Jeans, or NYDJ. Now, I mean, clearly this brand has thought about ladies who are a little bit older, just with the name they've chosen for a start. NYDJ was created to help older women find jeans that are comfy and stylish and not old looking. Their jeans have slimming panels in the front, and they've got a curve enhancing technology, what they call lift tuck technology, in the back, which sounds absolutely amazing. They also have a petite and a plus size section, so they really cater for and thought about lots of different body shapes and sizes. And you know, although they started off with just jeans, they've now expanded out to tops, blouses and footwear. So they're well worth a little look at, as they all have the slightly more mature woman in mind. So I've already mentioned my next choice actually, which is number 4, Mango. Now I know that not all Mango's pieces are necessarily perfect for us, but I do find myself heading to Mango quite frequently. And when you look at their best sellers, they're really gorgeous classic pieces, which would be perfect wardrobe staples. And of course, they're at reasonable prices too. They also give these classics a modern twist without being inappropriate. Looking at some of their new season's items, I think they look classier and way more expensive than they really are. They also do some really stylish but classic at the same time bags, some of which could easily be mistaken for designer styles. They're really gorgeous. So for me, if you're careful and you pick carefully, Mango is definitely a winner for us. These brands that I've been talking about are available in the UK and globally, but let's move properly stateside now to an iconic physical store, which I loved visiting recently in California. But I do buy online frequently too, so you can get everything shipped to the UK from this store, which is brilliant. Number 5 is Nordstrom. Now, as I'm sure you know, Nordstrom is an American department store and a one-stop shop for everything you could want. You can get the entire outfit here: clothes, shoes, accessories, the lot. So again, although not exclusively for our age group, I think one of the reasons why I've chosen it is the quality of the brands that Nordstrom chooses as stock means that the pieces you buy from there are real quality and investment pieces, as well as being classic and classy, which I know are things that I look for in a store. And of course, they do have their fabulous anniversary sale every year, so you can pick up things more cheaply there if you're quick. Now, their latest fall outfit inspiration includes some to die for pieces, so you might like to go and have a little browse on that. Because it's just nice, isn't it, sometimes to browse through a website, not necessarily to buy at that point, but to get some inspiration on what's out there and see what draws you that might fit with your lifestyle. And their offerings always include really quality pieces, from trousers to elevated tops to relaxed shirts to beautiful wool winter coats, especially at this time of the year, to tailored pieces. Now, that's a real trend right now, ladies. Very good for us to consider including some structure. Sneakers also, wonderful sneakers, flattering dresses, so much more. So I want to move on to my next store, which I first discovered when I lived in Dubai, actually, many years ago. It was in Dubai Mall. Now, this is the largest shopping mall in the world with 1,200 shops. Can you imagine the bliss? I was already in sartorial heaven. If you haven't been there, ladies, go. And then I found this store, Massimo Dutti. It was set between lots of kind of the more fast fashion stores of somewhat less quality. And when I went in, it was the classy looking, top quality pieces in really timeless styles that struck me. I think I bought quite a few pieces back then, and I've adored Massimo Dutti ever since. It's definitely a brand that caters to the older customer base, and older than its sister brand Zara, but I don't think it's very similar to Zara actually. I mean, I know that Zara can sometimes unearth some real gems, and I do like it, but it's not always a reliable source of items for me. I don't know about you, I'd love to hear what you think of Zara, but I just feel that I've largely, not completely, but largely outgrown some of the Zara things. Whereas you can be pretty sure when you go either online to Massimo Dutti or you go into a store that you will fall in love with at least some of the pieces, and they will flatter you and you will feel amazing in them. They've got really great well-cut blazers, classic shirts, sweaters, and just pieces that will stand the test of time really. I love that they've got lots of great neutrals and muted tones, pared back designs, but they're still contemporary. There is absolutely nothing old-fashioned about them at all. In fact, I've just bought a gorgeous piece from Massimo Dutti, which you'll see actually in the next video that I'm filming, so catch me with that one. That will be coming out next weekend. So, on to the next brand, number 7, which is J.Crew. Now, it's a sad thing, but J.Crew have now closed their physical stores in the UK, but of course you can still buy online, but they're still very present in the US. And Madewell, another great brand, is the sister company, so it has good credentials. Now, I do like a lot about J.Crew. They have good quality natural fabrics like cashmere and linen, and they have really classic designs that don't go out of style. They tend towards the sort of soft, preppy look, which is never totally in, but never out either. Now, what I've loved recently is they've just currently started doing a 40th birthday celebration in collaboration with Lauren Hutton, who, I don't know if you know her, I remember her from years and years ago. She used to be a huge iconic model. Well, she wasn't huge, but you know what I mean. Back in the day, is now 79 years old. So if that's not an indication of how in tune J.Crew is with the slightly older lady, I don't know what is. And number 8 is Ralph Lauren. I just couldn't not include Ralph Lauren. I know they're at a higher price point, but their quality is undeniable and certainly brilliant for special pieces. So I'm just showing you now a little selection of some of their wonderful pieces. To my mind, Ralph Lauren is a really distinguished brand with timeless designs, impeccable quality, and a lot of attention to detail. All of these things I just love. If you're also into the quiet luxury and old money aesthetic, Ralph Lauren absolutely nails this look. You just can't go wrong. I created a video fairly recently on the old money look, which I will link down below, and how to get it. And you'll see, when you watch that video, you'll see what I mean about the Ralph Lauren vibe. Now, I also have, as I promised at the beginning of this video, a bonus clothing brand that I had to mention, which is one of my favorites, which is Marks & Spencer. Now, it didn't quite make my main list, mainly because Marks & Spencer has a much wider focus of age, even down to children, so it doesn't quite make my selection, but I do think it is a great indication of Marks & Spencer's understanding of the needs of slightly more mature ladies, as they've now got Sienna Miller as their main model and kind of promotion person, and she is definitely not in the first flush of youth, so that's a good sign. I do find myself buying frequently from Marks & Spencer's, mainly because they're so dependable. They've got great quality pieces, and of course they stock a huge range of other brands too, which I love, like French Connection, June Shoes, Fat Face, Ghost, Jaeger, Nobody's Child, Sosandar, Superga, tons of others, and that makes them a great choice to browse for a price point that suits you, for a great selection and good quality at the same time. And you know, they're never wild and wacky, they're just classically contemporary. So in addition to my top 8 and my bonus, here's another little quick list of some other brands which I also love but didn't quite make my list. Chico's, LL Bean, And Other Stories, Talbots, Anthropology, Banana Republic in the US, it's kind of like the sister for Next in the UK. So I really hope that this breakdown of brands which I consider produce flattering, contemporary, as well as high quality and timeless pieces for us, the more mature lady. I hope you've really enjoyed it. And as I said, this is your space as well, so please do share with us in the comments section your own opinion of these brands and others that you may like. Of course, you may completely disagree with me. Looking forward to that. And this video is for reference, of course. It's the sort of video that you can come back to remind remind yourself of these brands whenever you want. And I will link a lot of the items that I've shown you here for each brand and each store under the video as well, for you to have a little browse. So if you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, I'd love to have you join our wonderful community. I share styling tips and inspiration on what works and what doesn't work every week in short videos and long ones. So thank you so much for that. I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing week. I look forward to seeing you in a few short days. So watch out for my next videos. Lots of love to you all. Bye.